Welcome back to the Buff Anime Nerd YouTube channel, where today we've asked ChatGPT what are the top 5 domain expansions that Yuji Itadori from JJK might potentially have. Now we are going to order this list from least likely to most likely, because honestly, some of these absolutely cannot see them happening. Other ones, it's a good possibility. But before we get into that, if you like anime, manga, the lore behind said anime and manga, and their characters deep dove into and explained, go ahead and drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon so you get notified every time we post. And if you are already following, go ahead and drop in the comments what your favorite canonical domain expansion is in the series.
Number 5.
All right, so the 5th and least likely on our list today is going to be called Entropies Embrace. Essentially what this is a rapid decay domain, and this domain essentially has the ability to decay things within Yuji's domain, and he would be able to control the actual rate of decay that something is in. So say like he wants to decay something a little bit slower than others, he can auto select a target to decay a little bit faster than the rest. So say he has an enemy inside of his domain, he can just decay them. See, me personally, I don't like this idea. I think it's absolute dog shit, and I don't think it fits Yuji, because Yuji isn't really like a symbol for like decay and death and stuff like that, because he's very loving. He takes it personal whenever he takes another person's life. So this right here is at the very bottom of the list.
Number 4.
Number 4 on our list is called Chrono Disruption Nexus. And again, I'm not really infatuated with this idea. I think it's a like tiny bit, but not really more likely than the other one. But essentially what this domain expansion is a distortion of time. Yuji would gain the ability to control the passage of time to where he could speed up or slow down selectively, allowing him to disorientate and confuse his opponents. Again, I don't think this really fits into Yuji's character, because domain expansions definitely fit into a person's actual character itself. And for me, this just isn't it.
Number 3.
Number 3 on our list is called Verdant Nightmare Sanctuary. Essentially what this is a wicked and savage wilderness domain. Essentially what would happen with this domain is a nightmarish overgrown wilderness would sprout up within this domain, and it would give Yuji essentially advanced agility, heightened strength, and heightened endurance, which all kind of fit into Yuji's character. So I'm not saying that this one is absolutely impossible. I just don't think that the wilderness theme kind of fits into Yuji's character as much. However, it does fit into his character when it comes to like, hey, there is, you know, it enhances his physical stats, which is something that Yuji is very, very known for. But on a rating system, I would probably give this one a 6 out of 10.
Number 2.
We've now gotten into our top 2, and our second one is Ancestral Spirit Sanctuary. Now with this, essentially what it would have is Yuji's ancestral spirits would come and assist Yuji in any way they possibly can, whether that's giving him enhanced strength or it's teaching him other things about jujutsu and how to use jujutsu techniques, you know, giving him knowledge, giving him foresight and stuff like that, which I think really does fit within Yuji's character, because Yuji is definitely a family man, taking his grandfather's last words very much to heart. So this I can definitely see happening, especially with how loving and how family orientated Yuji really is. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10.
Number 1.
The number 1 selection on this list would be called Cursed Monarchs Wrath, and I think it's absolutely almost 100% possible. I'm gonna say like 95% possible, because it feeds into some of the theories that people have about Yuji's abilities, and the fact that Gojo said that Sukuna's techniques are ingrained within Yuji. Essentially, with this domain, it entraps the malevolent power of Ryum and Sukuna, the king of curses. The battlefield transforms to a nightmarish place with a vestige of Sukuna looming overhead. And essentially, Yuji would gain access to immense cursed energy, rivaling Sukuna himself. He can even use Sukuna's techniques in this domain, such as Malevolent Shrine and his devastating cleave and dismantle attacks. I like this one a lot. This one has to be my number one of this one that they created, and like of my own theories of what Yuji's potential cursed abilities are, this is like my number 2 one, and it feeds into my number 1 theory. So I like this one a lot, and I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10 because I think it is very, very much possible. Not 100% on the details, but I do think that we are going to see in the future of Jujutsu Kaisen a power for Yuji just like this, because it plays into one of my theories. Let me know what you guys think about each of these potential domains that ChatGPT created for us down in the comments. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the page, and hit that bell icon so you get notified every time we post. And until next time, get buff and watch some fucking anime.